Gonna get started in a few. Just want to be able to tap into the live and see the comments. All right, so hello, Janae. Hello, Rampage Station. I'm great. I'm a little bit tired today, but I'm good nonetheless. Um, we're gonna get started. Today, we're gonna be talking about your focus because I feel that one of the main components. If you see me looking to the side, guys, it's just that I'm watching the live from this computer to see the comments because I hate, you know, when people go on a live and they're like, let me see the comments. I don't want to do that. So I'm looking over here if you guys comment. So if you ever see me look to the side. But today we're going to be talking about how manifestation, Rampage Station, actually, yes, I have. And I love them. I love that you do it that way. And I love that you chose to stay true to yourself. And I love the fact that they're authentic. And I love the fact that I know that I cannot find another Rampage Station like yours. Like, I listened to one of yours before and I'm like, wow, this is so cool. I mean, I wouldn't do it like that because that's not my personality, but I would listen to that. So I loved it. I wanted to tell you that. Hello, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about focus. I wanted to tell you ladies and teach you focus because I feel that that's um, that's one of the things that I feel that a lot of people are missing on their journey. And I think it's because people see manifestation as magic, and manifestation is not magic. Manifestation is very, really logical, very literal. But I feel like because people think that there's some kind of magical aspect to manifestation, they think like it's going to magically unfold. Now, don't get me wrong, things can come out of the blue, things can happen out of thin air. You can be surprised by something happening, but at the same fact, it's literally things that are happening. You are creating it. Well, not creating it. You are calling it into existence, right? So, oh, you're from Brooklyn, Rampage Station. What's up, girl? I'm from Queens. I'm always in Brooklyn. My friends live in Brooklyn. So I really now love, love, love the fact that you told me that you're from Brooklyn. I will recommend that. I always like people doing things in their style. I always tell people, do things in your style. There's somebody that wants to listen to it in that way, right? All right, so let's talk about focus and why it's important. So focus doesn't necessarily mean that you're working hard. Actually, let's back up because I want to address my statement about manifestation not being magic. So, you know, because people say, oh, the universe granted me this and the universe granted me that. So it kind of gives people this magical aspect to manifestation. Now, I'm not knocking anybody that says it like that, and I'm not coming for anybody, but I kind of want to help bring it down just a little bit so that you can understand how attainable it is to get what it is that you want, that you can have exactly what you want. You don't have to overcomplicate it. Manifestation is simply a shift in your mindset, because manifestation, the actual word manifest, means that a theory, a thought materializes into your physical world. So all you are doing is changing your mindset to become the person that you want to be. And what happens is when you become the person that you want, the person with the promotion, the person that's more confident, it materializes in your 3D. That's all that's happening. You're becoming, you're being something. You're being something. I don't always talk about act it out, but that's why the people who act it out usually become it, because they're acting it out. They're putting all of their energy, their emotion, their thoughts, their clothing into being the character that they want to be. So it naturally unfolds because they literally are doing the things daily to be that. You don't have to do all of that. You could just change your thoughts, but some people find it fun to do the acting, the dressing, the, you know, regular degular. So now that we got that out the way with manifestation is not magic, it's literal, changing your mindset. Let's talk about the basics. So, and focus. If you focus for long periods of time, you'll get what you want quick. But what I find, hey Tammy, and I didn't know that. Hey girl, what's up? And hey Jamie, hey Ellie, hey Foxy girl. If you focus which I was not a great example of just a while ago, but if you focus, you'll get what you want quickly. Now, what do I mean by focus? So you tell me, Nicolette, for those of you who don't know, Nicolette is my full name. Like, I just use Nikki, but Nicolette is my first name. So you're like, Nicolette, I really want to have this experience. I really want to have more money. I really want to have the job. And I tell you, okay, well, all you have to do is saturate your mind. Saturate your mind. A week goes by, and you said your affirmations once, twice. Then you're focusing on the 3D, you're looking at your phone, you're checking other people who have what it is that you desire, and you come back to me and you're like, well, I didn't see any movement and things are not going my way. But in all honesty, did you focus? Did you really put your all into the focus? Did you really give it your all? Here's the thing. When you want something, you got to put yourself in a position to be the person that has it. One of the I admire about people who achieve high levels of success beyond the connections. There's a level of concentration that they have. They're not letting anything external of them take this vision that they have. I'm going to answer everybody's questions. Let's just talk about focus for a second and the importance of it. So I tell you, okay, if let's say you're an affirmer, because everybody's different, you're affirming for love. I am loved. I am wanted. I always get the relationship that I want. I'm always with the guy that I want. You know, the regular, degular affirmations for what it is that you want. And you hardly ever focused it on the week, but the whole week, you more so complain to your homegirl, you complain to your mama, you complain to your friend. What do you want? What do you really, really, really want? Because if you really want something, you're going to make sure you have it. Like spoiled girl, spoiled guy mentality, you're going to make sure you have it. You're going to make sure you have the thoughts that align to what it is that you want. And that's it. Like, I can't do it for you. I can only encourage you, motivate you on your journey, but you have to focus. The reason why I saw changes in my life is because I stopped taking in so much buttons. Buttons, because I'm looking at the person's comment. Sorry, guys. I stopped taking in so much content. I watch videos, you know, because I want to support. I like because I want people's videos to go up in the algorithm. But I don't watch videos because I need the information. In my head, I'm a master manifester. So if I'm a master manifester, how would a master manifester move? In my head, I'm like, I got this. Yes, like I said, I read the stuff so that I have the knowledge, so that I'm, you know, up to date on how the brain works. That's what I go to school for, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I'm a master manifester. I know how to do it. It's like, you know how to type. I'm not about to look up YouTube videos about how to type. I know how to type. I'm going to move like someone who... The same thing. I'm a master manifester. Before I even saw my manifestations unfold, I'm walking around like I'm a master manifester. You're not about to tell me I'm not. You're not about to tell me I don't get what I want. And that's what I'm trying to encourage you guys to act like. Everybody's assertiveness is not going to look the same. Somebody's assertiveness might be more graceful and gentle. Someone else might be a little bit more aggressive. That's fine. Someone else might be more jokey and funny. But at the same time, there's a level of confidence there, like, I'm getting what I want. Gold medalists knew they were going to be gold medalists before they were the gold medalists, which means in their mind, they're a winner. People who win races, no. People who are great at what they do, they knew before it happened in their 3D, because that's the story that they're telling in their mind. If you ever really want a reminder of how manifestation works, just look at people who are not necessarily teaching manifestation, but applying it to the skill that they have, applying it to a sport, applying it to something else that they're doing. There is a mindset that they have, and they're firm on it. They're firm on the fact that they're the best. And so if you're still running the story that I don't get what I want, nothing works out for me, this, that, and the third, you need to sit yourself down and decide where you want your life to go and what you want to experience. And it's only up to you. Like I said, I can post videos over and over again, which I love doing. But at this end of the day, you're going to sit with yourself and think, what do I really need to do? And the word is probably focus. A lot of y'all are already doing the affirming. A lot of y'all are already doing the visualization, already know all the terms, all the terminology. But maybe the one thing that's missing is the focus. 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 Focus on what you want only. Only. So here's the thing, Tammy. I want to help you to separate the two. And I just taught about this. I just talked about this in my VIP group. If you're not in my VIP group, join. Okay, guys, it's really fun in there. And I really talk to the ladies one-on-one. And Tammy, you were in there before. So I'm going to help you separate the two. Somebody's external actions has nothing to do with your value. Okay? So you're saying he did something, but then your following statement is you can't manifest anymore. It was supposed to be your turn. His actions, someone else's actions, has nothing to do with your value. I talked about this in the VIP group. Someone acts funky, someone acts weird, somebody acts sneaky, has nothing to do with the fact that you're still amazing, that you're still fun, that you're still lovable, that you're still wanted, that you're still desirable. The two don't have anything to do with each other. You are still loved. When you can disconnect someone actions affecting you and your value, you will level up and not be offended by people's actions. Yes, we are manifesting changes in the experience we have with people. Yes, we're changing our assumptions, but your core self-concept should be the fact that you are amazing no matter what. You think somebody can walk through that door right now and tell me I'm not fun? I don't give a flip-flop. And guys, I'm not cursing right now, so I have to use other words. I don't give a flick what somebody else say. I think I'm amazing. So therefore, I am. Do you see how confident I am in that? And even if you're not there yet, you can get there. You think that even my partner can come to me and tell me, I don't really feel like talking to you today. And I'm going to sit there and be like, but why? No, you're bugging. I'm the best thing to ever happen to you. I have an amazing conversation flow. I have amazing conversation in general. I could talk about anything and everything. Do you see? His actions have nothing to do with how I view my value. Now we're going to address what happened with him. You have to create a story where you never experience that again. When I experienced being heartbroken, my vow to myself was that I would never experience that again. The way that I broke that pattern is I sat myself down and I said, what story am I running about men? What story am I running about relationships? And what story am I running about him or her, whatever y'all are attracted to? When I sat myself down and I addressed the stories that were running, things that came up was that I'm ghosted. And that's because of things that I experienced in my childhood. Love doesn't stay. I don't get commitment. Men don't commit because of the stories that I saw on social media. Men don't commit. Men are not romantic. I had so many stories. And I had to pick a side. Pick a side. It was either I was going to be a hater and hate men forever, or pick a side that chose that love exists for me. There's a partner out there for me. I can experience love. And I chose the latter. And when I chose that, my whole romantic life changed because my thoughts about my romantic life changed. I'm not saying that how he materialized is your fault, Tammy. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is to never experience that again. Shift your mindset. You have to become a woman that receives commitment. And how do you become that kind of woman? You work on your internal dialogue. I am loved. I am wanted. No matter what, I attract men that are ready for relationship. I attract men that are emotionally available. I'm emotionally available. I'm lucky in love. I'm lucky in relationships. Relationships are easy for me. Manifesting relationships are easy for me. That should be your new story. Now, let's talk about your emotions because that's important. You wrote that you were devastated. I saw it so quick, and that's absolutely okay. I actually want you to cry it out. I want you to get angry. That makes you human. That makes you a feeling human. It's okay. Crying does not mess you up. But what I will say is when you cry it out, you don't suppress it. You don't resent him. You don't get angry. Just let it all out. Let it all out and pick a side. Pick a story. And when you pick a story, you'll find that you're able to either recreate the experience that you have with him or move on, whichever one you want. It's your world, your rules. I always tell people this. You can do whatever you want. Ain't no judgment on my channel. If you want to take it back and work it out, great. But I would say this. Disclaimer, and don't tell me I didn't tell you. If you do not change your thoughts about love and relationships and you enter back into that connection, you're going to experience the same thing. You have to change your inner dialogue about relationships, about love, about you and love. When you change that inner dialogue, you will experience a change. So that's why there's some woman that will say, I went no contact so I can focus. Once again, we're back to the focus. I went no contact so I can focus on my new story. He wasn't distracting me, so I was able to create a new story and have a new experience. I'm not telling you to go no contact. I'm going to tell you do what you want, but I'm going to tell you if you don't change your story, you will have the same experience with him or someone else and so on. You deserve the best. This is across the board. This is for you, Tammy. This is for any woman watching this. This is for any man who's looking for love watching this. You deserve the best. And you have to give yourself the best. How do you give yourself the best? You change the story you're telling. So if you received crap in relationships, the very first thing you have to do is change how you are addressing relationships. And then you will receive that. And that's that. Your channels help me so much. Love all the way from Barbados. Hi, AJ. And I've never been to Barbados. I'm actually planning a trip. Well, manifesting a trip to Barbados because I don't want to pay. So I've been saying I'm like Neville. I'm in Barbados because literally I just want to be there. You know, living life. But I appreciate you for tapping in. You guys don't even understand. Like when you guys tap in, that's why I really stopped coaching, guys. I genuinely want to help people. I realize that there's people who really just want help, and that's why I just do my VIP group and like my ebook. But like other than that, I just want to give y'all this information because I want y'all to be the best selves. Also, confident women are attractive no matter what aesthetic you're in. A woman who's confident in who she is and what she's gonna have is really attractive, and I want all of you guys to be like that. Not so precious. It's not a Facebook group, it's a YouTube group. So you should see the join button, but I think you only can see it in the desktop. So you can only see it on a laptop. So when you click join on the YouTube, it will bring you to the other part of my YouTube where I post videos and comment and answer questions. If you join, welcome. Okay, so we're back to you, Tammy. We're going to talk about third party. All right, guys. I don't ever talk about third parties. I'm going to tell you guys why. For those of you who don't know the lingo, third party is like an external person, could be a job, could be family, whatever. I'm going to talk about third party. I did talk about this though in my VIP group, but I will talk about on here. The reason why I don't talk about third party is because they're not important. And they're not important when you have a certain level of a self-concept about yourself. So I'm going to break this down. If you don't understand this, this is the time to write notes, okay? So I'm going to bring it to the basics for that. If you are insecure and you believe that men always cheat, what's going to happen is even if the guy is great, your experience will be that he cheats because that's the story that's the filter that you have on your brain. Remember, guys, this is your brain. This is a story that you're telling your brain. This is scientific facts. Yes, you can, if you're spiritual, you can go down that route as well. But this is literal brain facts. What you feed your brain is going to filter out to give you that experience. So if you have the thoughts and the story running that men are cheaters and liars, what's going to happen is they're going to filter through and come in as that. Now, if you're insecure on top of that, it's going to make you feel low. It's fixable, guys. It's fixable. Boom. What I will say is focus in on yourself. The question you should ask yourself is, how do I never experience that again? Before any of y'all come on here with that stereotypical, men gonna do what they want no matter what. Boot it, toot it, because this is not the channel for you. Hello, butterfly. You're going to create the story that you want. You want to attract men that are emotionally available, right? So your new story about men should be, I attract men that are emotionally available. I attract men that are loving and considerate. But in pair with that, you should also be, I'm secure in myself. I love myself. I am loved. I am wanted. I am amazing. I am lovable. This should be your story running about yourself so you're not dependent on another human to fulfill that for you. Because what's going to happen is if another human is trying, you're depending on another human to fulfill that, when they mess up, you're going to be devastated. This is not me coming for you. This is just me helping you transcend this. So the solution to this is, if you believe that you are the best, the best example I can give is, you go to Michael Jordan. Let's not think about LeBron James. You go to Michael Jordan and you say, oh, there's another player better than you. He's probably going to give you the craziest side eye. Like, what are you talking about? I'm the best player. Because in his mind, there is no competition. It's just him and he's the star player. That's how you should see yourself mentally, always. Even when you have on your bummy clothes, even when you have on your nice clothes, even when you have a pimple, even when you don't have your pimple. This should be your story about yourself. Always. Always. I'm amazing. I'm loved. I deserve love just for breathing. I deserve love just being a human. I'm whole. I'm complete. These should be your thoughts. What's going to happen is you're going to elevate into pairing up with either him or other partners, whatever your world, like I said, your world you choose. And you're going to pair up and he has to conform into the story that you have running. So, Tammy, the story that you just said unfolded, be angry. It's okay. I understand. It's what you're seeing in your physical reality. Let out those emotions. Choose a new story and level up. This is it. Game time. I always say that this is glow up season. Whether you decide to give him a chance or not, like that's, you could decide that on your personal time. But ultimately, level up. You should be instilling those affirmations. Like I said, I am loved. I am wanted. There's nobody like me. I've always been the best and only option. Do you guys see how that's flowing off my tongue? Because this is something I will affirm that before I affirm he loves me. I'm going to say I'm the best and only option. There is no one like me. I've always been good enough. I've always been chosen. This should be your story. What's going to happen is, even if he messes up, even if he acts funky, you're going to be like, you should really act right. You know how much suitors there are? You don't have to say that to him. But what I'm saying is, you're going to get into the energy of, yeah, you're crazy. And it's now to the topic of third party. There's a point, guys. You notice a third party because you feel that the third party is important and has more power than you. But if you were powering up yourself, they would not be important. I always give this example. I had an experience like this where there was somebody else who pushed up on my partner and a friend trying to make note of that. And my answer was very calm. I don't care what that got to do with me. Because what does it have to do with me? What does it have to do with me? Nothing. That person has no pull in my life. That person can't take what's mine because I'm the one creating my story. I'm writing the script. So what that person got to do with me? That's the energy you should have. Nobody is like you. Nobody's like you. Ever. See how I told the Rampage station nobody has Rampage videos like her? Literally, nobody has videos like her. I hope it's a her. Right. But that's how you should be moving. Hi, Gabriel. I've been trying to manifest this one big thing since I was 18. I'm 23 now. Why do you think it's taking so long? Because you're saying it's big. There's no manifestation that's too big or too small. You see it has this big thing, so it's almost, when you use that word big, that makes me feel like you think it's unattainable. If you're a master manifester, nothing is unattainable to you. So try to go back into, I'm a master manifester. I got this in the bag. I trust myself. Talk how you speak, but I'm, with my little lingo, you're gonna get what I'm saying. But go back into, I always get what I want. There's nothing too big or too small. You saying that it's big almost let me know you're telling yourself it's on this pedestal. It's not. You can easily have it. And tell yourself that I can easily have it. I'm a master manifester. I'm a pro at this. I'm good at manifesting, and list what it is that you're trying to manifest. That's it. If you can go general, everything always works out for me. What I want is already mine. There's an answer to everything in this, guys, and you can have exactly what you want. Stop watching the time. AJ, about affirmation tapes. I love them. That's what I was just talking about. The Rampage Station has, Dylan has, I have. Pick whatever works for you. Some people's voices works for you, some people don't. But affirmation tapes are amazing. I use them. I use them for the area of my life that I had the most anxiety about, but I don't use them for everything. So I use it for money and I use it for relationships. Hey, Hannah. Oh, wait. I just missed it. If I'm feeling low and I keep telling myself my affirmations, is this persisting? Yes, but also deal with your emotions. If you're feeling low, it's okay. You're human. This is one of the biggest things I feel like, if I wish I knew in my beginning of my journey, this is why I teach it to you guys. I used to think my low emotions was messing me up. You're not messed up. You're human. You're going to feel emotions. You're not going to be happy all the time. And not only that, if you feel like it's going to mess you up from having what you want, you can't be happy all the time. The way living in this world, there's a lot of stuff going on in people's realities that's intermingling here. It's okay to feel low. If you feel low to the point where it's like you don't want to do that, do breath work, do something else, do something that's going to bring you joy, like coloring, watch a funny show, watch cartoons, go hang out with your friends, and then get back to affirming. You taking time off from affirming is not going to mess you up. You feeling low is not going to mess you up. So deal with your emotions. I'm not saying that you didn't, but if you have moments where you're feeling low, it's okay. Deal with them and then go back into affirming. Thank you for saying that. So many of my clients are so focused on SPs that don't want them. But if you raise your self concept, you won't want that. There's not. And that's another thing too. I purposely do not judge those who want a specific person because I received my specific person. I'm with my specific person, so I don't judge. What I do wish though is that in the process of focusing on being in a romantic relationship, I wish that more people were also focused on being being their best selves. There are so many beautiful women that have beautiful personalities that are, I'm choosing my words lightly because in no way am I saying it in judgment. There's just so many beautiful women that if they focus on cultivating those beautiful qualities about themselves, they would realize that they wouldn't have to do all the work that they're doing just to get the attention of their specific person. And I wish that I can say that to them. But I realize that everybody's on a personal journey, and I can only give you how manifestation works in regards to your brain, and you can do what you want with it. But like I said, no judgment. If that's what you want to focus on right now, but I always promote, if you're going to focus on a specific person, at least do some stuff for you. At least feel like you can be the baddest queen you can ever be. Tammy, I'm proud of you. You got this. You know, it takes a lot admitting that, right? But you can do it, Tammy. Like, I promise you, you really buckle down. Make yourself a promise. A lot of these things in manifestation is just keeping promises to yourself. You make that promise to yourself, I promise you're going to come back. Give yourself like 2 to 3 weeks. You're going to come out of it a different person. Hey, Joseph. Also, Tammy, stop saying that somebody doesn't want you. When there's no one like you, remember, you're wanted, you're loved. So of course, you're like, don't say things that's unfavorable to what you want. I think that's another okay, matter of fact, we on it. Let me talk about it. You telling me, somebody that's into manifestation in the brain, Nikki, I want more money. I love money. I want to be able to shop and do this. And I tell you, okay, well, focus on your relationship with money. Focus on only speaking and thinking things where it's favorable to you. You do that and you go right to your friend and you go, yeah, girl, I'm broke right now. What you doing? That spoken sentence, even though you think it's casual conversation, is an affirmation. What you doing? What are you doing? What I practice with my friends, and I can show you guys my text thread. What I practice with my friends is I practice speaking like I got it. So let's say me and my sister split bills with certain things. So if there's a bill coming up and we are tight at that moment, me and her do not say that. I be like, girl, this is what we afford in this month, and this is what we're going to get here because, you know, the money's flowing. We speak as if the money is coming. And so we've been able to consistently get a flow of money to us. I don't speak to people and say, like, I'm broke. So be just aware of the casual conversations you're having. Make sure you're always speaking favorably to what you want. Because somebody that's rich or somebody that's well off is never uttering out their mouth, I don't got it, I'm broke, I'm this. They're never. So just be aware of what you're saying. Um, House of, your name is so funny. House of Farts. How do you deal with indecisiveness? Getting clear on what you want, and also stop paying attention to what other people want. For the longest time, I used to want to have a mansion. This is me speaking from personal experience. I used to want a mansion. I used to want to there was just certain things that I wanted, and it was because I scrolled on social media so much that that's what everybody got when they got into a large sum of money. They like bought a house, they bought this. And in truth, I don't want a mansion. I want a cute little home with my cute little family. I do want a luxury car, but I want to live away from the city and travel into the city when I can. That's what I want. But I didn't get there until I sat down and said, Nikki, what do you want? And even if you have a moment where you don't know what you want, it's okay. Drop it and then get back to it when you do. Nobody's forcing you to decide now, but you do have to make a decision. If you want both, then get both. But I'm just saying, make sure it's what you want. That's what's going to drive you. Dylan James talks a lot about your why. Your why is ultimately going to be the driving force and why you focus and don't give up. So, for example, when I decided that I wanted to experience making more money, I had to get clear on my why. Like, yeah, I can just love money, but I know me. I'll be okay. Like, I wanted to know my why so that if I have a down day, that's what got me up to get to affirming or visualizing. So I realized there was a certain life that I want my future children to have. That is my why. So when I affirm, and I sometimes have a moment like, I feel like I'm like, nope, my future kids. It doesn't have to be future kids, but whatever your reason is what's going to get you to push. So if you're indecisive, just sit yourself down, get clear on what you like. Think about the things you liked in childhood. Sometimes those are answers to your questions too. I had to go back to things that I liked. I've been affirming to raise my self-concept, but I still have doubts which are connected to my upbringing, so it's hard for me. So I keep up repetition until it sticks. Is there more I can do? Um, Say that it's easy for you. Don't say that it's hard for you. Say that it's easy for you, but I completely understand because some people, one of the things that I will say I wish sometimes on my journey is that some people were raised with parents who know about this. So they were instilled with affirmations from birth. And that's so cool. I'm like, wow, you lucked up because you started off with affirmations. I didn't start off like that. So I understand knowing that you changing your thoughts and your beliefs, which is going against some things that you were taught from youth, is kind of hard sometimes. You just have to be patient with yourself. There's nothing wrong. You're not moving too slow. And if you want things to go easier, just say the words like, this is so easy for me. Everything is so easy for me. Like, you know, those kind of things. But you're doing everything perfect. Also, don't overthink it. Just I always just say to people, like, literally just have fun. Like, I'm loved. Go about your day. I'm loved. Go watch your show. Like, you know, just say your affirmations, live your life, and don't be too hard on yourself. Everybody is changing things. Everybody's changing something about themselves. Trust me. I started implementing the curse words in my affirmation. If else does it? Oh, I right now I'm not cursing. Because I'm observing Ramadan with a friend who is Muslim. I'm not Muslim. So I'm just doing Ramadan with the friend. So I'm not cursing. But when I was cursing, when I really want to get it in, I'd be like, and bleep, and I'm going to get this bleep. But right now, I'll stick with the frick, frack, and freak until Ramadan. And maybe even after Ramadan is done, maybe I won't even curse anymore. Who knows? Um, people keep saying, stop watching the time, but let's be real. Who wants the desire to come when you're out on your deathbed? Okay, that's a fair point. But what I mean by not watching the time is that there's literally people who will affirm and go look at their phone to see if it's here, or affirm and go and scroll to see if there's any changes. When I say stop watching the time, that's what I mean. But if you feel that it should not take longer than a week, that's okay. Like, you can manifest on a time crunch. Remember, it's your world, your rules. Some people have things that they have to get to on a deadline, and some people don't, and that's okay. So if you want things to hurry up, you should be saying things like, I get things instantly. Everything happens quickly for me. No matter what, I get what I want. You get what I'm saying? You can do what you want, but what you should not be doing in terms of checking time is checking to see where it is. Because the act of checking where it is, you're telling your brain you don't have it, and that's prolonging the process. So I'm trying to save you time, because the more you do that is the more you experience that. That's why I tell people don't watch the time. I'm trying to prevent you from continuously looking for where it's at, where it's at, where it's at. One of the best examples I can give is, you ever see those girls who do the dating series on TikTok, and they're like, I'm gonna dress up and I'm gonna go look for my husband. I'm gonna go look for my man. And they look and they look. I'm gonna go on all the dating apps. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look. And the more they're looking is the more they're looking. And the moment they're like, yeah, whatever, is the moment that it comes in. Because it's been always their desire. It's always been instilled in their mind that this is what they want to experience. But they kept looking, so they kept experiencing more of looking. That's what I mean. So try to stop looking because you're worried about time. But if you want to handle time, combat that with everything manifests for me that I want instantly. I get what I want. I know how to manifest quickly. It's so easy for me to manifest quickly. That's it. Oh, what exactly is breath work like? Is there a video to follow along with? Yes, Wim Hof, WIMHOF. Wim Hof. He basically, breath work helps you to reset your nervous system. So things like anxiety or panic attacks or strong senses of worry is because your brain feels like, or your body feels like you're being attacked. So even so, if you were raised in a household where something was normal and you're trying to teach your body something else, your body sometimes is like, whoa, whoa, and it responds in a way where it feels like you're being attacked. So when you do breath work, what happens is you reset your whole system, because you're holding your breath for periods of time and you release, right? You'll see when you follow his video. You're holding and you release. And so what's happening is you holding your breath is resetting that nervous system, which ultimately calms you down, because your brain is like, oh, we're not being attacked. It's okay. We're safe. We're safe. We're safe. We're safe. You're ultimately bringing yourself back into the state of feeling safe and not attacked. That's why I always tell people, you feel emotional, you feel anxious, to do breath work and go back into your affirmations, so that your body cannot feel like what you're trying to instill is a attack onto your body. I found that the mentality of persistence has spilled to all areas of my life. It's really life changing. Yes, Asia. Like I tell people, it's not just about, the word persistence is not just in the manifestation community. Look at all the great athletes. Look at anybody who is at the top of their game. It doesn't even have to be rich, but whoever is at the top of their game, they've persisted. They didn't get told yes all the time. I'm not saying that you're going to get told a no, but I'm saying they stuck with what they want. They decided, like, no matter what, I'm getting that gold medal. No matter what, I'm getting what I want. If you guys would just persist, like if you're saying, I'm going to be wealthy, stick with that. Why would you change your mind because somebody came and told you, I don't think you can have that? How do they know? How do they know? You're gonna believe, like, it's little things. That's why I'm telling you guys to work on your confidence and stop listening to outside noise if it does not flow with what you want. Oh, thanks, Jai. Yes, Wim Hof. Are you American or from the islands? I'm American, but my parents are from the islands, so I'm both. I'm American, but my parents are Jamaican. What if I'm like speaking like what? Wait. Okay, a lot of you guys are overthinking this. Okay, I'm gonna break it down. If you've experienced not being loved, your brain's story is that I am not loved. That is your normal story. So what's gonna happen is, in interactions around you, you're going to have the experience that you are not loved, right? The same thing. You don't have a boyfriend, you want a boyfriend, you're going to have the experience that you don't have a boyfriend. That's what you're seeing in your physical reality, right? You want to change you want to change what you're seeing. You want to change your experience. What most people try to do is they try to change their experience externally first. So they try to go externally and they get kicked back because their thoughts, their mind, their mindset align to the life that they're trying to forcefully change around them. So that's where you see people like, oh, where they think men lie, and they meet a guy and the guy is sweet, but then that guy becomes a lie, because that is the experience that you're expecting, because that's the belief that you have. When you first change your mindset, you're not trying to force yourself to have something. You're trying to get yourself into the state of having it. So you shouldn't be thinking, I have a boyfriend, and then going, where's the boyfriend? I have the boyfriend physically. You're saying, I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend because I'm amazing. I have a boyfriend because things work out for me. I have a boyfriend because that's how things work. What's going to happen is, in your world, a series of events is going to happen where you have to have that experience. That's it. That's it. There's no, okay, but then now what? That's it, guys. That's it. I am love. Your experience, I am love. I have a boyfriend. That is your experience. Just focus on it being your dominant story. Everything else will unfold for you. You don't have to do anything else. That's it. That's how simple it is. Legit, that is it. What happens is you affirm, y'all look, don't see it, get mad, say it's not working, and then you go back and forth. That's where the wavering happens. This is why I say confidence is important. Because if I'm saying to myself, money comes to me, there's nothing outside of me that's going to tell me anything else than that. I have money. You guys know, I'm just using that as an example. I have money. Anything outside of that that reflects opposite, what does that mean? I have money. I have money. I have money. Until it is my experience. I'm not validating my affirmation. I am the validation. I said so. You see the confidence in that? That's why I'm saying nothing outside of me is going to change my mind. That's why I say some of you flip-flop, because the confidence is, you have. Do you use EFT tapping to reprogram? I use EFT tapping in the beginning of my journey. I haven't used it much now, only because I'm be running around. EFT tapping is a lot for me, but it does work. So if you like it, go ahead. Oh, yeah, that's going so fast. Also, one more thing about that. Somebody else asked me this, and I wanted to give an explanation. Somebody said, how should I be acting, like physically, even though in my mindset I know that it's working out, but I don't have it in my 3D. Okay. The best way that I can explain it is the example that I gave when I said with money. If you're telling yourself, I have money, if you're telling myself that money flows to me, if you're telling yourself that money comes to you with ease, but yet you have bills to pay, you're still going to do your everyday duties, guys. You're still going to do it, because even if you had the money, you would still be doing that. You're still going to do everything. The only thing that's changing is where you previously paid the bill and you're like, oh, money just keeps leaving, all these bills, all these bills. Your mindset should be, all right, I'm grateful I got this bill, because whatever the bill is for, I used it. If I'm paying the light bill, I needed that light. So, all right, let me pay this because I got the money. Oh, I got to pay for my car note. I used my car all month, so I got to pay for that car note. Oh, I got to pay for my baby's formula. I love my baby, so I'm going to pay for the formula. Your mindset while doing your everyday activities, it's what's changing. So you're still doing your everyday activities. Your mindset is just different as you're doing your everyday activities. That's something else I wanted to address. I've been avoiding the kitchen since it used to bring up memories with my SP. Not to be able to enjoy cooking again makes me feel liberating. I understand why changes first start within myself. I'm so proud of you, Jade. Let's clap it up for Jade. Let's go. And that happened to me with certain songs. I have certain songs that I couldn't listen to for a long time because it reminded me of like a breakup. But then when I worked on a story within, like I could listen to those stories and be like, his lost. So yes, guys, she's telling you right there, if you just focus the story inward, things will change. I think what some of you guys are afraid of, you're thinking of, but what if it doesn't change? And what if it does? Which one you gonna believe? Which one? Which side? I've been saying this all. Pick a side. Pick a side. And at the end of the day, let's say you take the leap, you say the affirmations. There's a win-win, because at the end of the day, you keep repeating I'm loved. What ends up at the end of I'm loved? You end up being loved. So it's a win-win. So you might as well take the leap and just, Joseph, should you call your SP if you want to? If you want to. I'm not going to tell you not to, but make sure when you call, you are the version of you that you want to be. And if the phone call doesn't go how you want it to go, You do not sit there thinking that something is wrong with you, because nothing is wrong with you. You just go back into your affirmations and continue to do what you were doing. If you were dating, you would call. That's on you. Everybody's different. Some people are not callers. Some people like to call and be the assertive pursuer, and some people don't. So if your story is that you are the one that's pursuing, call. If you're not the person that wants to, if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to pursue and you want to be pursued, then you think about what you want to do. I really want to, okay, a week. I really want to pronounce your first name correctly. I'm going to call you Miss Snow. Is that okay? So a week and stuff is fine, but years, that puts immense fear in me, but I get it. Okay. So I'm going to run it back to the word focus, because that was what I was talking about at the beginning of the live, because that's what it was about, focus. So what I want you guys to do, this is going to be the homework. This is what I want you guys to do. I want you to take maybe 15 minutes in the morning. 10 minutes if 15 is too long. I want you to take 15 minutes at night, whatever, 10 minutes if it's too long. If you have time in the middle of the day, take that. Put on soft music, put on binaural beats, whatever. And I want you to kind of put yourself in the position of affirming. If you don't want to affirm during that time, you can just, focus on your breathing. This is going to help you to focus. This is going to help you to start to put that belief in yourself, put that belief in your power. I don't want anybody to wait years to get what it is that they want. And I also don't want anybody to feel afraid. So I want you guys to start putting that into your practice. 10 minutes in the morning or night, you can pick, or in the middle of the day. Oh, you like, okay, so you like Miss Snow. Okay. So I want you guys to really do this. And the reason why I'm doing this is because a lot of you guys' fear is fear because you feel like it's not going to happen. Fear that it's not going to unfold. But it's like you're worthy and deserving of it. You deserve it because you want it. So that meditation time, that focus time is going to help you to center yourself in the feeling of having it over and over and over again. And naturally, in that focus time, you're going to see the shifts, because nothing should take that long. And I don't want any of you guys to be afraid that something is going to take that long. Will I open coaching again? I don't know, guys, because coaching is like, here's my thing. And I think it has to do with my intentions with my page. I want y'all to have this for free. I don't mind like my ebook, because I took time to make that. I also, pour into doing different content for the VIP group. So it's like, that small fee, but like the things that I see people get head cracked on for coaching prices, it's like, it does, for me, it just doesn't. I want y'all to get this for free. I don't know how to explain this, because I remember when I was at the pit, I was at my lowest, and I stumbled across Sammy's page. I stumbled across Law of Assumption books. Like, I read about books. So I learned a lot through books, not through anybody's YouTube channels. I want y'all to get this for free. So I maybe might have a time that I give away coaching for free. That's how much I don't even want to charge you guys. I want to give this to you guys, because there's people out here that I feel you could change your life. And I want to help people do that. And I just want to help people do that and go to sleep and know that I ain't charge you for that. So like I said, maybe coaching, I might do a giveaway. Y'all can convince me of that. But maybe charging for coaching is probably not going to happen with me, guys. Because I really love you guys that much. This information should be just, here y'all go. Like, because that's how I found it. I didn't get coaching from anybody. And so it's like, the most I'm going to do, like I said, is maybe charge for my ebook and my VIP group. But any question you ask, just ask me in my comments. There's moments that I answer. There's moments that other subscribers answer. But like I said, in the VIP group, I sometimes answer your questions with a direct video. So just do that. I stopped affirming that only old. What's wrong with old men? Look, I'm just asking. Oh yeah, you guys drop your playlist. Somebody's been asking me for my playlist, and I need to drop that, because that's how I dived into my love playlist. That's how I manifested being with my partner. For the person who asks how am I, thank you. I'm okay. I'm just a little bit tired, but I'm here because I promised, and I like to be a woman of my word, and just try to catch up with you guys and answer questions. Can you please? Oh, Mariana, My next video is that, but I'll talk about it now that you're in the live. Can you please explain how inspired action, doing the repetition scientifically, how it works? Okay, I like this question, and I was gonna do a video, but now that you're here, I'm just gonna answer. Okay, this is why I say that manifestation is not magic. If I affirm every day that I'm the best at what I do, 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 your brain is going to register that has I'm the best at what you do, has you actually doing it. So you literally will naturally become the best at what you do. What's going to happen is you might see a video pop up to help you better your skill. You might see somebody talking and learn something new because you're saying I'm the best at what you do. All the resources that you need are going to be manifested for you to become the best. So the action naturally happens. So let's talk about inspired action in terms of reaching out, or like a partner. I'm loved. I'm wanted. I'm in the relationship of my dreams. The man wants me. La, 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 la. You guys know the affirmations, right? What's going to naturally happen is you're going to become the person that feels love. You're going to become the person that feels wanted, all that good stuff. And you're going to randomly wake up like, should I hit him up? Well, you're not going to ask it. You're going to be like, I feel like talking to him. Boom. And do it. You're not going to second guess it. It's just going to happen because your brain is, you're changing who you are. So if you were previously lazy and you start affirming I'm productive, you're naturally going to be pushed to be productive with your actions. Your behaviors come after because now you're becoming somebody that's productive. I don't know. What am I trying to say? Productive. Right. Sorry, guys. I'm struggling with my words right now. So your brain is registering what you're feeding it and you become it. Right? So whatever you're doing, just affirm it and the actions will naturally start to flow. So when I started to say the affirmation, and I'll give you a specific example to me. When I started to say, I am loved, I am loved, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, where I would be lazy and skip my skincare routine, I would get these silent nudges. Go wash your face. Go take your makeup off. Stop falling asleep with your makeup. And at first I used to ignore it because I'm like, what is that? There's no one like me. I love my skin. I would get these silent nudges to like, oh, go wash your face. So the actions is going to follow. You don't have to overthink what is the action. It's naturally going to follow because you're becoming the person that you're affirming. I hope that makes sense. Gavril, I appreciate you. House of Farts, I appreciate that. Like that's my goal, guys. So we're gonna talk about mindset, we're gonna talk about manifestation, and I'm gonna help y'all become the best version of you because that's what I did. Like a lot of you don't know my beginning story. I talked about this. I used to be very insecure. I used to be in a place where I didn't feel like I was good enough. I didn't believe in my light. I didn't believe in my purpose. And one of the first things that I worked on when I first came into the law of assumption was my security in myself. I really focused on being the best version of me and how I viewed myself because I hated feeling insecure. Insecurity made me felt like everybody was in competition with me when nobody was in competition with me. It was just me creating that story. So if you could just really just write a new story for yourself. I know a lot of people don't really understand sometimes when I say write a new story. It just essentially means you have a say in how the direction of your life is going. There's people there's people who've been in poverty. I'm talking about eating cup of noodles. That's all they had. They can only eat certain foods because they didn't have the money. And now they're living the most luxury life, and whatever luxury means to you and whatever luxury means to them. But they've elevated out of that poverty. It's because they decided one day that I don't want to experience this anymore. And you can do that with anything. I've seen people who were like banished for having the worst personality take a step back, reinvent themselves, which is changing your identity and coming back and making it. There's nothing that you cannot do. And I think because we have so much access to social media, it can be overwhelming because we can do so much, but can we really? I'm only seeing it on social media, but it's like, take a step back. My biggest question that kind of shook me and made me really say my affirmations, really take time to do meditation was, do I want to be that person that's always watching people live the life I want through social media, or do I actually want to be that person? And when I decided my answer, I got to it. And me saying that I don't cry would be a lie. Of course, I've had days where I'm angry. This is why I tell you guys, feel your emotions. Because when I suppressed my emotions, I got angrier. Address your emotions. It's okay. Be you. It's okay. But do not quit. Persist in your story. TG, I repeated my affirmations many times for many months, nonstop. I dreamt about even getting my manifestations twice after 2 weeks of dreaming. Still didn't get my manifestation even. Um, so, oh, though I still affirming the whole time, so decided to let it go and not affirm that much. What I want you guys to kind of understand as well is that this community promotes affirmations a lot, but if affirmations are, I still don't have negative affirmations. Okay, even though everybody promotes affirmations, if affirmations are not for you, it's okay. This is why some people be like, I affirmed for months, and the moment that I just went into visualizing and being the person that had it, I got it. Pick what works for you. If affirming is burning you out, visualize. If visualizing is not your thing because you can't see images and can't do that, script. This is why I tell you guys, pick what works for you, because the moment you pick what genuinely works for you is the moment you're... I wasn't a affirmer at first. I was like, I don't think that's for me. I didn't see much changes. I became a scripter. But when I started scripting, I started seeing I found what works for me. I experimented. I actually have a video on this because somebody asked me this. They were like, how do you pick what you want? I was like, I tested it out. What made me feel good? What made me feel not burnt out? I know everybody affirms, everybody talks about affirmations because we're talking and thinking all the time, but maybe that's just not your thing, and that's okay. I'm not saying that that's why you don't have your manifestation. I'm just saying, don't be afraid to venture into visualization. Don't be afraid to venture into scripting. Just because everybody talks about affirming doesn't mean that you have to do it that way. My motto, your world, your rules. If you want to say the affirmation one time, that's it. If you want to say the affirmation 3 times, that's it. You pick what you want to do. Why is this mouse not working? Gavril, thank you. Emotions inform. Emotions inform. Like they tell you. Yes, that's another thing. A lot of people get angry at emotions, but you're feeling those emotions because it's telling you what you never want to feel again. There we go. And that's T. You get angry because you got treated that way. It's because you don't ever want to feel that way again. And so you should take that emotion and let that fuel you to never experience that again. That's why I tell you guys, when I went through my heartbreak, I said I would never go through that again. I don't want to ever feel that with a man ever again. No man is going to have me crying like the way I was crying. And how did I change that? I changed it by saying, okay, how do I let this moment that I'm heartbroken, I'm down, become something different? I changed it. So that's why when people say, oh, I'm crying, is it going? No, just those emotions is telling you what you don't want to feel. Those emotions is telling you, even happiness, it's telling you what you want to experience. Emotions are not bad. They're just telling you what you want, what you don't want. I'm telling you, if you guys will accept, accept all of you. Accept your moodiness, accept your angriness, accept your sadness. Just deal with it accordingly. You'll notice that you're... Because you know how much times I get the question, oh, if I cry, do I mess it up? You're human. What? You deserve love if you're crying or if you're smiling. Any tips for not obsessing over time and what to think of the impossible manifestations age? Okay. This is going to be an unpopular opinion. So you can take this or not. Receive it or not. Fill your day. Fill your schedule. Have a routine. If you're sitting and affirming, you may have the tendency to go look because your day is, what are you doing? I'm not saying you have to go and work like a heavy labor, but I'm saying fill your day. Have a schedule. When you have a schedule, you have a routine, you're going to focus more so on fulfilling your routine than focusing on where your manifestation is. So what I always tell people as well, okay, you wake up. If you're a meditator, you meditate. You say your affirmations, you say your affirmations. You have your breakfast. You go about your day. If you're in school, you'll go in your study. You'll study. If you want to take a break, you want to scroll on TikTok for a little bit, you scroll. Take a break, then you go, you maybe talk to a friend, you read a book. You fill your day. Fill your day. What's going to happen is you're going to have a routine to your life where you're not sitting there thinking, oh, so where is it? No, you're thinking, okay, but I did this today and I'm proud of myself. I kept these promises, da-da-da. And you're going to notice keeping those promises to yourself is going to actually make you feel even better. So that's my unpopular opinion about focusing on time. Like, fill your schedule while you're doing your affirming. You'll notice that you won't have the time to sit there to be like, so no, you're going to be focused in on you and your routine. And once again, your routine could be anything. Everybody has different lives, so apply that accordingly. Is it possible to manifest pregnancy? How do I know I'm meant to be a mother? You'll know if you're meant to do something. That's your own calling. I can't tell you if you're meant to be a mother also, because I also only know you through this comment. And yes, you can manifest pregnancy. I've actually seen multiple success stories with that. And I know multiple women who've had told they can't have children and they did. It's all about your belief system. You want something, go get it, honey. You should be saying affirmations like, I'm not even trying to repeat that because I don't want that for myself, but I'll pass it on to you. I'm fertile. I have a safe pregnancy. I have a partner that wants to be there if that's what you want in my pregnancy. You know, things like that. You should be speaking life into the story that you want. But I'm not going to repeat too much pregnancy affirmations, girl, because whoo, kudos to you, though, for wanting that chapter in your life. And I wish you all the best and all the love in this new chapter. I'm pretty sure you'll be an amazing mother. How do I know my SP is responding to my affirmations visualization when I'm in no contact? I know I'm not supposed to say it, but I'm a bit fed up. It's been a while. Thought transmission is real. They're thinking immediately. I've actually proven this with my partner. There's things that I've thought about, and in when we were in no contact, when we did get back in no contact, he mentioned things that I like was thinking in the. You just have it just has to be an inner belief. And if you're tired of waiting, then don't wait. Like I said, guys, maybe I should explain again. You want something, you start saying it. I get what I want instantly. I don't have to wait. I get what I want immediately. Stop waiting. When I'm chilling and I notice, like, wait, hold on. This manifestation, let's speed it up. Okay, I get what I want instantly. I know how to manifest this quickly. I'm so good at manifesting quickly. I'm so good at manifesting instantly. That confidence, it always boils back to the confidence, guys. It's like you should know, I'm not waiting for anything. I don't have to wait for what I want. I always get what I want. And also, any I actually want to talk about this topic. This is something that I think it's going to be my last topic. This is for MSH, any affirmation to use on healing the body of so-called incurable disease. Okay, I want to talk about this on a spectrum because I've seen this. Also, guys, I've seen a miracle happen with my dad. So my dad was in a coma, and my dad is alive, very much alive, and healthy right now. But it didn't look good when I was younger. But I also know somebody who cured themselves of an incurable disease. Okay, I'm going to make something very clear. Your body is listening to you. And it's listening to you, and it's listening to the story that you're telling. Everybody knows this. We talk about this all the time. But I feel that sometimes with diseases, people get nervous because it can be a disease that's very harmful. It can be a disease that hurts and all this good stuff. But this is something that I can tell you that I've proven because, once again, my dad is alive and well. And also I know somebody that cured an incurable disease through this. You have to not waver. One of the things my dad said when he came out of a coma was, I said, when they asked him, like, like, what made you get out of it? Like, how did you, because the doctors were going to pull the life tubes. I don't know what it's called, the tubes where he's on life support. They were going to pull it. And when they asked my dad what, he's like, I would not give up. I would not give up. He said, I was determined to see my children, me and my sisters, live and go to college and do things. He said, I did not give up. He said, I just kept telling myself, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. He don't know about law of assumption. He just had a thought and he ran with it and he refused. He said, that's so cool. And I'm like, okay, that's him in a coma. The person who had the incurable disease, they told him, they told me, they said in their mind, they did not feel like an incurable an incurable disease was their identity. So where people will go around and be like, I am, they didn't identify with I have or I am. They said, I am healthy, I'm well, I am whole. You have to choose your your new story and be determined in it. Now, I'm not going to tell you any medical advice in terms of like, if your doctor gives you medicine, don't take it and stuff like that. I'm never going to tell you that. But you have to have a story that you're healthy, because that's how your brain is going to receive it. Your brain is sending messages to your organs. So if your brain is doing things for your outside world, imagine the things that it's doing inside of you. Your brain is running your body when you're freaking sleeping. Guys, come on. You are so, that's why I tell you guys, you're so powerful. Once again, I know this, I can speak on this because I've been in this physical experience where my dad was gonna die. And he said that that was his one thing. And I'm thinking, he did that in a coma. And I'm over here. This is, once again, guys, sometimes I apply these things when I'm like crying over things that are not like, I'm crying over a boy and you got over a coma? What the frick? Guys, I really want to curse, but I can't curse right now. But it's like, this stuff like this should encourage you. So if it's an incurable disease that you're working with, first I want to tell you, you can come out of it. I'm rooting for you. I believe in you. I believe that you can keep the mindset to get out of it. Whatever your doctors are telling you to do, keep it. You can use it. Do it. Don't go against it. But like I said, your mindset should be, I'm healthy. I'm whole. I can do it. Look at the people who go from, you can even look this stuff up on TikTok and YouTube. People who go from being in a wheelchair and the doctor telling them they're never going to walk again, and they walk again. This is definitely something that you can, those people have great faith though. They have great, deep faith. And in a lot of ways, that's why I say to you guys, you have to have confidence. Faith is a level of confidence. It's a confidence of the unseen. You may not see it physically. Yeah, this one is for my Christians. Happy Easter. You may not see it physically, but you believe the story. You get what I'm saying? You believe it with your whole heart. There's miracles all over the place. So if for the person who asked me about the incurable disease, just believe that you are not excluded. And now I'm gonna give you some affirmations. I'm healthy, I'm whole, I'm complete, I'm strong, I get stronger daily, I'm so powerful. Everything is always working out for me. The doctor told me that everything was cleansed. It was a miracle. I'm miraculous. There's so many things you can say. There's so many things. You can say, I'm blessed and highly. You could say whatever. Just believe that you can come out of it. I promise you, you can. And once again, I have the examples around me to even have the confidence to say that to you. This is something I've been feeling. I've been wanting to start from that. Yeah, I affirm that I'm productive. I used to be a procrastinator, and procrastination will stop you from getting what you want. So I had to say, I say that I'm productive and prosperous every single day. I'm productive and prosperous every single day. Yes, perfect life for Easter. Like literally, like I said, I'm not against any religion, but I tell people across the board in every religion and spirituality, faith is something that is across the board and a common denominator in there. You have to have faith. You have to have faith in whatever story, whatever you're believing in, and you'll notice people have miraculous stories all the time. All the time. Yes. Talk about Gavril is actually somebody who can vouch for me saying about my father and known me. Like we grew up together. So he knows exactly what I'm talking about with having faith and like believing in the words that you're saying. This is not something I'm making up to talk to you guys. Like this is real life. Thoughts on people dreaming about your manifestation. I chose to believe that I am on the right track. I just found it funny since the person didn't know my intentions. They're a reflection of you manifesting what you want. When you are, when, like, for example, like a woman will be like, oh, I'm manifesting marriage. And then that whole month, she saw a whole bunch of other women get proposed to. It's just a reflection of what you're instilling. So you're going to start to see it. You're going to start to hear it back to you in different ways. Sometimes it happens before the manifestation unfolds. Yes, Hannah, like I have the strongest immune system. I'm in perfect health. Like say things, say what flows from your tongue. Say what your heart calls to. It's like a prayer. Like affirming is like a prayer, but a command. Like you're commanding your reality to do what you want. Does that make sense? For someone who's manifesting good health, my cousin manifested her husband to be cancer free, and now doctor said that he can't find cancer spreading in his body. It's truly a miracle. Yes, Jay. Like, this is what I'm telling you. If anything, this is a lot of things that also make me believe in manifestation, because I grew up in a Christian household. So it's like I saw miracles, and I'm like, what? What? How are they getting these miracles? It's because they have this strong faith that they are healed. So that's why I be telling you guys, it's like there has to be a level of confidence when you're affirming. I'm not saying you have to talk like me, because when I affirm, I'm going to tell you guys how I affirm. And I just dropped this in the VIP group. This is how I rampage. I'm loved. There is no one like me. I'm the best and only option. I always get what it is that I want. Things just flow and work out for me. I'm a magnet for money. I know how to attract large sums of money quick. This is how I talk. I'm not asking like, oh, and money comes to me. Da-da-da. No, I'm telling what's going to happen, and I stand firm on that. And if something is reflected outside of me, like if an unexpected expense comes up, or if somebody acts weird, I don't let that throw me off my game. I see that and I go, I am loved. I am wanted. I go right back into the story that I am saying, until what I see in my physical world reflects what I'm saying out my mouth and in my head. That's how much I'm determined. So if you don't have that level of determination yet, that's okay. You can probably say things like, I'm determined. I'm a master manifester. There's an easy solution for a lot of these things. Like I said, a lot of people get hooked up on the, oh, but then I didn't see it and it's messed up. Stop letting that stop you. You gonna let that stop you from you experiencing this beauty that you see up here? Don't. Oh, that's a good affirmation. I was born with perfect genetics, for the person who wants healing. Neither do I, Miss Snow. I never get snicked. When everybody was getting like COVID, I don't even know if I can say that on here now, but when everybody was getting it, I was like, nope. Anybody who got sick around me, I catered my nurturing to them, but I was like, nope, not me, and I never got it. How would you embody persist in faith regarding SP and romance feels easier because it's more emotional, but money is currency and connected to freedom and experience times. You know what? I actually want to give you a tip. They're actually very much the same. A lot of people feel like they have to work hard to earn love, and a lot of people feel like they have to work hard to earn money, and you don't. And I think once you kind of get the story running that both are easy and that you are good enough, like if you get the story that I'm worthy and I'm good enough, it will cross over the borders of you're good enough for relationships, you're good enough for money, right? So to embody it, I'll give you an example. When I was, manifesting a better relationship to be with my partner and stuff like that, I realized there was qualities about me that I wanted to work on, like my security, my communication. I wanted to overall love myself more. There was things, passion projects too that I had. So I said to myself, and I sat myself down, I said, if me and him were together and we had a successful week and everything was going good, what would I have done that week? How would I have thought that week? And that question kind of fueled me in how to be the Nikki that's in a relationship. I realized that I would be open to love, not just from him, but from family and friends. I didn't just want love from him. It made me open up to doing different things. I would have, like, think about it. How many videos have you seen where girls are like, I'm going out with my girls tonight, I'm leaving him home tonight. She still hangs out with her friends, even while being in love. A lot of people neglect their friendships, neglect their family just because they want that guy. You wouldn't if you had him. That's what I'm saying. You have to build a schedule. And when you build a schedule and you affirm, you are technically being the person that has your partner. You guys are getting what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying it's so literal. It's like, if you were in a relationship, everything else would still be going in your life. You still would have to go to school. You still would have to go to work. You still would want to hang out with your friends. So you would still do those things. And naturally, what's going to happen is that will unfold. You guys put so much effort and energy on that one area because you feel like if you don't have it, everything else lacks. That's what's tripping y'all up. Sakita, I get caught up in whether to do repetitive affirmations or just letting go. It letting go, you're not letting go of your desire. You're letting go of the old you. So when people say they let go and things happen, they didn't let go of their desire. They let go of the old version of them that was worrying. They let go of the old version of them that was overthinking. They let go of the old version of them that was micromanaging. So if you're thinking to let go, think more so, I'm letting go of the me that acted like I didn't have it. And I'm going into the me that has it. And also remember, you can robotically affirm, but if you, let's say you robotically affirm, you're a person that robotically affirms, and you have a moment in the day that you didn't, you're not messing up. That's something else too I want you guys to understand. Even if you're a robotic affirmer, if you have gaps in your day where you don't affirm, it's not slowing down your manifestation. The amount of affirmations you're saying is not why your manifestation is here. It's the belief and the assumption forming in your mind is why the affirmation is here. So it can take for some areas of your life one affirmation and some for some areas four, but you won't know until you say the affirmation, be like, oh, I'm good, I believe I got it. And you got it. So you have to listen to yourself, you know your body, you know all that good stuff. So happy I was listening to gospel and turned to YouTube and your live. Yes, I love you. I love the people that are also for those of you who are religious and also believe in manifestation. I know that's sometimes a tricky topic for some, but just know that you can do both. You can still believe in what you believe in and still change your mindset about things. And also, a lot of the religions talk about the power of your words. So this is across the board in anything. So just be wary of what you say about yourself. That's an interesting question. What makes one kind of manifestation different from the others? I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to understand what you're asking. So I'm going to try to answer it as best as I could. I don't think any manifestation makes it different. I think what makes it feel different to certain people is that certain people have different resistance to certain things. So where in my house, growing up with relationship, I didn't see that because my parents, are married, and I didn't really have that besides that one experience where I was heartbroken, but I didn't really see struggle love. So I didn't really have to affirm crazy for love, but I saw money problems. So those two manifestations are different to me because it's like love is like, I got this in the bag. With money, I'm like, money comes to me easily. Money comes to me fast. You guys get what I'm saying? It's like, so I think manifestation is the same, but depending on your upbringing, depending on the beliefs, depending on the experience you have, changes your feelings for different manifestations or your resistance to different manifestations. Thank you, Gavril. So, y'all, Gavril is really dropping the miracles that we've experienced in real life. He was saying, remember Sister Joy? He went to church with me. Remember Sister Joy getting out of her wheelchair, too. We legit saw real time a woman who was bound to a wheelchair said she would never walk again. And I want to tell you right now, she's walking healthy. Like she was, I sometimes forget she was even in a wheelchair. So this is why we're telling you it's possible. So we're going to end it with this. I'm going to end it with homework. To Foxy Girl, I recorded myself saying self-concept affirmations. There's about 10 or 15 affirmations I'm recording. That's too much? No. Because I listened to, before I made my own affirmation tapes, I listened to Dylan James. And Dylan James has 1 million. And they still worked. And then I also listened to Value of the Phoenix. I don't know if you guys know that affirmation. I also listened to Rampage Station. She does hers in a way that I like it as well. I listen to Value of the Phoenix because she has like this English accent that's I like. And Dylan James, I just like Dylan James in general. So when you're doing, yes, Drew. Yeah, it's like your story that you have for each it's your story that you have for each manifestation that changes it. So you may be good with money, but relationships might be a hard area. So what I want you guys to do in terms of your homework, this is what I want you guys to do. This is what I want you guys to do. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. You know what you want. Whether it's a specific person, whether it's money. Yes, Taylor, like her affirmation tapes are cool. Whether you want a specific person, whether you want a new job, whether you want more money, whether you want a new relationship with your parents. I don't care what you want. You can have whatever you want. Whether you want healing. Okay, that is the first thing. That's what you want. Now, I want you to envision how would you Or what would a day look like if you had it? So if you had the complete healing, what would you do with that day? What would you be thinking? What would you be wearing? If you had your partner, what kind of date would y'all have went on? If you had the job, what would you be wearing to work? What would you say to your coworkers? What would you do with your day? Whatever. Think about that. If you don't have your affirmations, write down affirmations that come out of your head. Like, sit yourself down. It doesn't have to be formal. Sit yourself down and just be like, for example, sometimes I just say, I get money. I get to the bag. That's my lingo. That may not be your lingo, but you don't have to be formal. Say it how it comes out of your mouth. And then I want you to set a timer. You're either going to do 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night. You can even do it extra in the afternoon if you want to. It's not necessary. And I want you to sit in stillness. Be still. Focus on your breathing. And either repeat your affirmations on a loop or sit and breathe and tell yourself, everything's working out for me. Everything works out in my favor. Whatever works for you. You can do general, you can be specific. When you come out of that 10-minute timer of repeating these words to yourself, I want you to go about your day. Did you have homework to finish? Did you have to answer your boss's email? Did you want to color and watch your favorite show? Did you want to make a snack and watch a Netflix series? Then I want you to do that. And then go the next day and do that. If there's a thought that pops up that tells you, you're not getting it, it's not yours. I don't even know why you're trying. Who says you're really going to get it? If you see something, if somebody acts a way that makes you feel some type of way, what I want you to do is feel your emotions, let it go, and then go back into your affirmations. That is how you persist. Do this for 7 days to 14 days and tell me what changes you've seen. If you don't want to affirm, some people listen. You can listen to it overnight. Whatever works for you. Because I'm tired of people telling me to get nightmares. If you get nightmares, then don't do that. Just do something else. Like I said, it's your world. Once again, you're going to take the 10 minutes, morning, night, sit yourself down in stillness. If you have children, try to get your children to participate. Give your child something cute to say, like, I'm loved, mommy loves me. Say something cute for them. Make them do it. Like, start to include your children. Because some people are like, oh, my kids scared. Try to include them, because it won't hurt for your child to say affirmations about themselves and learn about this, right? Sit yourself down, like I said, 7 to 14 days. Whatever topic. If you are somebody that scrolls on social media, do not accept anybody else's experience as your truth. So if you're affirming for love and some girl on TikTok comes and says, men are trash, and I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why, don't even wait for the first reason to come up. Scroll past it. If you're manifesting a job and you are on the side of TikTok or Instagram that's talking about, I applied to 1 million, I didn't get any, skip through it. You need to stay focused. What's going to happen is you're going to stay focused and your brain is going to really hone in on what you're saying and not receive information. Only watch things that are favorable to you. Just do it for 14 days. Come back to me. Come in my comments. Tell me what you saw. Other than that, I want you to look in the mirror and tell yourself you love you for you. Whatever you look like, I don't care. If you feel like you need to lose weight, I don't care if you feel like your hair is not. Tell yourself you love yourself. This is very important. All right? And that's what I want y'all to do for the next 7. Miss Snow, I'm on an Instagram break right now too. So it's like, I'm not even scrolling right now. So I'm in, because I want something. So when I really want something, I get disciplined. I cancel all noise. The only thing I've been on is TikTok to post my content, because I have a TikTok related to this YouTube. And I'm talking to you guys on YouTube. When I want something, I'm focused, because I don't want nothing outside of this vision. So you guys do it. I'm going to be doing it with you guys. All right. I'm going to be doing it with you guys. Yes. So Taylor Banks. Yes. Don't think anything's too small. Dream big. What's that? That was a whole meme. Dream big. 7 to 14 days. I want y'all to come back to me with y'all stories. And that's it. I love y'all. Like I said, for those of you who've been asking me about coaching, probably do a giveaway, but probably won't be charging y'all for that no more. But if you really want to get into my deep stories, you guys know I talk about my personal stories in my VIP group, or you can get my ebook. You know, I took time to do some cute little graphics in there, and I appreciate you guys. I am trying to do lives more often. It just depends on how quiet the house is, y'all. But I will see you guys, and I'll try to plan a next live soon. Happy Easter, guys. Bye.